Hey guys, I just got home, walking out to the shop. Kind of just wanted to, I don't know, maybe do a shop tour. It's been over a year since we moved into this new place, and I haven't really showed the shop because it's been in kind of a state of repair mess all the time. But I figured I'd just go ahead and show you where things are at right now, and kind of what I want to do with the shop as I'm working towards that. And I don't know, maybe some people will find that interesting. So it's a mess. I have a good working spot, but it's nowhere near where I want it to be. So lights are out, it's cold, it's rainy. So all right, let me get situated here to kind of show you the layout of the shop and kind of what I'd like to do. And well, I'll show you around. All right, so here's my front door. Tractor, a big pile of stuff that has literally been sitting here since I've moved in. It's a giant mess. I'm not happy about it, but you know, here's my main work area. Benches, stations, projects, current projects, house projects. This is my forging area that I haven't really got to use very much. So I would like for this side of the shop to be forging. I'd like to put a kiln over here, all the heat treating stuff. This side, I'd like to move the wood stuff over here, the bandsaw and the table saw and all that. Clear this out, maybe get some more drill presses and things like that. Some pegboards over here, and just organize it because it's just a mess. This I'm really happy about. This is the grinding room. It's still a mess, but you know, there's belts. There's literally belts and belts and belts and belts and belts and belts everywhere. Got my light up here. Want more lights? I built this table here for 2 grinders and probably another like disc grinder as well. But I'd like to get all the belts hung up here and some tooling stuff to hold all my tooling and everything kind of in the middle between maybe another grinder later. That's Bob. Say hi to Bob. So that's kind of where things are. But I'm gonna say, yeah, I have 2 main work areas over here. This one's already attached. I probably would like to get another vise with like the pipe vise that swivels over here. This is kind of where I do all my glue ups and pins and handle stuff, handle materials, all that stuff. Kind of my hand sanding over here and setup and projects that all need to go up on the board. Like these, I will be doing kitchen knives hopefully very soon, as soon as I finish these sheaths, because these knives are already on the website. I'm just finishing sheaths for them. This is my leather working area, which I need to finish covering that up. Just a lot of stuff. There's just a lot of stuff in here that I want to do this year to make it easier for me to work. But that's kind of where it is. A lot of people see these really nice shops where they have everything is organized, everything is where it's supposed to be, and like it's hard to do that when you have a limited amount of time. I have a full-time job. I have a limited amount of time I get to work in here. But I had it set up. I had to build all these stuff, and I got a pretty good idea of how I want things to flow now. So I want to try to implement some of those things this year. Like I said, a lot of stuff up on the wall so it's off the tables, because there it seems they're always on the tables. So we'll see how much of that actually happens, but I got some time in between a couple jobs, projects, that I'm gonna try to work on some of that. So we'll see how it goes, but that's kind of where the shop is right now. So you can kind of see where it ends up, and maybe in the future it'll be a lot better. I'm hoping. I don't want to be stuck like this forever because it's no fun. So this last year has just been a lot of work on the back end of my business. So I've been making knives for 2006. So I was a teenager right out of high school. Got into it, and it was 2022. So 2 years ago. So this is my second time running a business. I've been doing this as a hobby since I was a senior in high school. So last year I decided that I was going to get my LLC and run it as a business. So there's a lot of things that I'm learning on the business end of things to do that. Look, broke. To help me do that. And so there was a lot of stuff on the back end that I didn't know, that I'm still learning, that I really wanted to learn. So this is, it's hard to say that like this is not my full-time job. I treat it as a job, but it's not my full-time job. It'd be great if I could, but there's a lot of things that I need to get in place that I wanted to learn. Some of the finances, the accounting. There's a lot of tools I would like to have that you don't necessarily have to, but they're kind of a bottleneck, like a heat treat kiln. I would love to have a heat treat kiln. It just hasn't been possible. This is the first place that I've ever had. I used to work out of my parents' little shack that I had in our last house, which had holes in the roof, and it was just terrible. This is the first place I've ever had where I felt like there was potential to work and actually expand and grow my business, besides just making a knife here and there for people. There's a lot of things I'm learning now, like processes and just the process of making knives. I've made knives for a long time, but just how to make knives over and over and over, just like not just making a knife. Like I know how to make a knife, but knowing how to make the same knife over and over and over again. And it sounds boring, but like if you order anything, like you order a car, like a lot of people see something, then they want it. So I can make the same knife that I've made, a year ago, because I know how. I know the processes, I've taken notes, and it's just a lot of experience that I have that I've learned over time. It's kind of like these sheets. There's a lot of little nuances that you learn that you just get proficient at it. And that's like anything. So that's kind of where I am right now. And I don't know. If you want to come and kind of see what I'm doing, like I'm sharing this, I'm gluing up sheets. This is probably not the most interesting thing in the world, but like I'm telling you my like backstory. Whether you care or not, I don't really know. But if people find like the journey exciting, then maybe they will. I don't know, because there's a lot of people that do this stuff now, and I've been doing it for almost over 17 years, and I'm still pretty much you know, not recognizable in most circles. But I think I do pretty good work. But like I said, I've never really tried to get my name out there, and that's what I'm trying to do right now, talking to myself in my shop alone. You know, it's really weird, but you know, putting yourself out there is kind of weird too, I guess. But you know, I'm at a point now where I feel like I have a lot of experience, and you know, I could probably help some younger guys with what I've learned. So that's kind of why I'm doing it as well. People have questions or different things, I feel like I could answer some stuff for them. You know, I'll try. So that's where I am. I'm gonna finish this up, kind of show you that, and maybe I'll step back on some other projects I got in the works, and kind of where the future of where I see going this year. So